It's a level of care I don't think I would have been able to afford in the United States at all. If this accident happened anywhere else, I think the outcome would be different. Just one single moment, my entire life changed. If this accident happened anywhere else, I think the outcome would be different. That's something that I don't think I would even be able to find in the United States. Came to Taiwan to visit and instantly fell in love. I'm hoping to turn quadriplegic and tetraplegic into paraplegic. The support I've received since I've had my accident, it's overwhelming to think of. I spent almost 500 days in the hospital. If you are not a Taiwanese citizen, you can be excluded from certain things. If you are not a resident of the city, you can also be excluded from certain things. I don't like Taiwan. I go, what?
大家好，欢迎来 Welcome to Taiwan。今天我们跑去到高雄，跟我们美国朋友聊天。So before we start, please don't forget to click that subscription button and like the video. Help us share if you can. Thank you.
I'm Reggie. My friends call me Reggie, any form of Reggie. I'm from the United States, Southeast Alabama, and I've been in Taiwan about 9 years. I lived in China for 2 years, came to Taiwan to visit, and instantly fell in love. And I've been here ever since.
Okay, let's go back memory lane. What are one or two things that makes you fall in love with Taiwan?
I love Taiwan mainly because of the people. I feel like the people here have a very generous yet gentle nature. There is a form of hospitality that I just did not get when I was living in other places abroad. It's a form of hospitality that I only felt at home. For instance, you know, if you're hungry and you're around the right people, they're gonna feed you. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, no question. Mm-hmm. You know, if you need help, they will literally argue over who gets to help you. Those are some of the things that makes me love this place.
You had an accident here in Taiwan.
Yeah.
Let's talk about just a little bit before the accident. What the things that you do, how was it? What's life like before the accident?
Life before the accident was fantastic. I had a lot of work. I had lots of students that I care about deeply, and I was excited to, you know, be a part of their lives from an education standpoint. Mm-hmm. You know, one of my big goals since I've been in Asia is to watch students matriculate from, you know, elementary school all the way to high school level, and eventually, you know, help them get into college. I don't have children of my own, but I can tell you, you know, for all intents and purposes, like they are my, you know, children. Yeah, so I spent a lot of time teaching at some cram schools and a lot of private lessons, working directly with the families in the household, not just the student, but the entire family. Even Ama, you know, if she's in the living room, she's getting her lesson too.
Very interesting. Okay, and to the accident, would you take us through what happened?
Just leading up to the accident, I had time for a little break, and I was going to squeeze it in and run down to Kending just to see some friends off who were moving to Singapore. And we had rented a small place that had access to a swimming pool. I wasn't aware of just how shallow the water was on one particular side and had a diving accident. Oh. I ended up with a cervical neck injury that left me paralyzed. As of right now, my classification is quadriplegic, tetraplegic. That means, I have 4 limbs that I really can't use. However, I am rehabbing every day. If you look around my home, you'll probably see elements of rehabilitation. And I'm hoping to turn quadriplegic and tetraplegic into paraplegic. With the surgeries that I've had, maybe many more coming, I'm hoping to have full use of my hands and arms at some point.
Yeah. Sorry to hear this and going through this.
Dude, it's a story that needs to be told. At some point, I hope I can advocate for people in a role, in a disability role, and in a please look before you leap role. Because it was just one single moment, my entire life changed. Having to adapt, like as of right now, I'm 100% dependent, maybe 99.99999% dependent on my assistant. But my goal is to lessen that every chance I get. But not being independent, from going from fully, independent, is really playing on my mental state.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working towards. And luckily I've got tons of friends who I count as family right there by my side.
It's something that everyone needs to really pay attention to. Things
Yeah,
like this. Yeah.
just, if you get anything from this, just always look behind you and be aware of your surroundings, because that's something I did not do. I just didn't take the second to be aware of my surroundings. I was standing at the edge of the pool, talking to my friends, and I jumped.
Wow. That's
And here we are.
yeah. During the accident, let's say medical care or emergency kind of response or whatever, is there anything that you wish it could have been different?
My care after the accident was better than I expected. There's a lot of room for improvement. For the first thing, I wasn't aware that if you could not care for yourself, you must have someone in the hospital to care for you. If you can't make it to the bathroom yourself, if you need feeding, even a glass of water, you need to have a personal caregiver. And that's something I just wasn't aware of. Like hospitals in the States, you need a glass of water, you ring the bell, and a nurse will come and give you a glass of water. Somebody comes and brings you your food and drops it off right in front of you, but you don't get that level of service here. The nurses and doctors are it seems like they're just much too busy for that sort of thing. Outside of that, the quality of care that I received for the implants in my neck, for various other things, was top notch. It's a level of care I don't think I would have been able to afford in the United States at all. If this accident happened anywhere else, I think the outcome would be different. But luckily, I'm in a place with socialized healthcare, and that played a huge role in the quality of care that I'm getting right now. For instance, I have home nursing that is relatively inexpensive. It's roughly 40 USD per month.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you were to do that in the US, how much?
I don't even know what home nursing would cost, in the States, or just a doctor that would come to visit your home. I have access to rehabilitation, 7 days a week. should I choose to go to the hospital, but I'm choosing home rehabilitation. And right now I've got a private physical therapist that is helping me manage pain, which is great, you know. And again, that's something that I don't think I would even be able to find in the United States, you know, at that level, that would travel to my home.
Okay. Some would say having a medical insurance, the NHS card, would cover a lot of things in Taiwan. Does it cover these sort of accidents?
Yeah, it covers it to a certain point. The NHI card or the health card is very beneficial. If you are a foreigner and you're here and your school is paying for it, you know, good job. If they're paying for half of it, good job, but because it's worth it.
Yep.
You know, very worth it. That's medication, that's doctor's visits, that's everything. And I also highly recommend some supplemental insurance, not just travel insurance, just because of the rates, but there are insurance packages available for everybody here in every situation. So you can seek those out. It's something I did on a whim, not thinking I'd ever use it. You know, I just wanted to make sure if something catastrophic happened here, I wasn't a burden to my family. I got the insurance, and I also got the medical portion as well, which helped to reimburse me for some of my costs. And the major cost is the room. When you're in a room, you know, you can get a 4-person room, not comfortable at all, a little bit tight, especially when you have a caregiver that lives with you and is by your side 24/7. But I spent almost 500 days in the hospital, and I was lucky enough to have an insurance that would reimburse me for a lot of those days up to a certain point.
Wow. Do you have any help, like from any Taiwanese organizations, from government, from schools, from any Taiwanese institutions helping you on through this?
Since the accident, I've learned that I qualify for a disability card. And the disability card offers subsidies on certain things. For instance, this wheelchair that I'm in has a cushion. The cushion is very expensive, and the government subsidized about 80% of it, 80% of the cost. They've also are helping me get a power chair, which is much needed in my state since I have 0 finger function. I need a power chair to get around. I can't really push a manual wheelchair. I actually have no feeling in my fingers just yet, so pushing a manual wheelchair means I could lose a finger and not even know it. You know, so gotta be careful. But the government, you know, stepping in and subsidizing some of these things is great, but there are some drawbacks which people are fighting for and have fought for, unbeknownst to me. But if you are not a Taiwanese citizen, you can be excluded from certain things. If you are not a resident of the city, you can also be excluded from certain things. And that's a really difficult game I'm playing right now. Like, what can I have? What can I not have? At the moment, this is a new apartment for me. I've just moved in here less than a month ago, and we are in the process of making it accessible by cutting holes in the walls, preparing it for wheelchair use, and that's out of pocket at the moment. When there is a subsidy available to Taiwan citizens and Kaohsiung residents to do that. And they have the same disability card, same disability handbook that I have. I would like to have it. I understand bureaucracy is slow and takes time, but you know, I'm like, come on, man, like, just give it to me. Like, we need some holes in the walls and ramps so I can get started with my new life.
And anyone watching that has an influence or can contribute to this making such decisions, if you could help, that would also go a long way. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to get back to work, but you know, that's gonna take quite a while. You know, the accident happened in June of 2023.
Okay.
So I don't know how many months that is up until now, but it's a long time to be out of work. Honestly, when the accident happened, and I woke up in ICU and I started putting pieces together, and my friends were there informing me of, you know, everything the doctor told me about my condition. Really close friends were there. I thought, you know, oh, I'll get this wrapped up and be out on the outside of the hospital with you guys in a moment, you know, don't worry. But I did not know this would be as long of a process. You know, man lai is what I hear from the head nurse at Changgun Hospital every single day. It's like, these things take time, and I need to stop being in a hurry to get better, you know, because it's not a linear path. It is what it is going to be, recovery. You know, all I got to do is just make sure I do everything I'm supposed to do and everything I can do from here.
Have you been getting any support from other foreigners that are living in Taiwan?
The support I've received since I've had my accident, it's overwhelming to think of at times.
It's okay.
I'm just very grateful for every single friend that I have. People have come together and had fundraisers on my behalf. They're still having fundraisers on my behalf. I've had very generous donors come forth just to help me out. My students, have, they've just been fantastic, you know, like, it's just touching, you know, and that, it gets me every single time. I try not to cry every time I think about this. Okay. The support I've gotten since the accident has really been overwhelming. I really love my students, all of them, private and Bushiban. And if I had any one thing to say to them, like right now, is you guys are some of the brightest and smartest people I've ever met, and I can't wait to get back in front of you and play games and laugh and have fun, all while learning. You know, because that's what I do best.
Okay. Do you have any link that is ongoing where people can donate or make sponsors?
On Facebook, there is a Reggie's recovery page. My friend set it up while I was unconscious in ICU, and it's been going strong. My recovery, or my journey to recovery, everything is there. All my information is there.
Okay, all right. All his links will be in the description below. You can please go and check it out.
I woke up in ICU, and my friends, my closest friends, said, it's all taken care of. Period. Everything's been taken care of. Everyone has given me everything from, I've gotten pain relief. You know, I've had friends come give me Chinese massages. I've eaten very well, since I've been in the hospital. Lots of fundraising that continues to this day, and just visits. A lot of my friends know that my strength, comes directly from them. I always say my wealth lies with my friends and my family.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to tell Taiwanese people?
Well, a few years ago, I did a show on .ai network called New Faces in Taiwan. And everything I said in that show has basically come true. I found a place I love to be. I found a place I want to be. I found the place I'm going to be for a long time. And I love it here. Actually, I say I don't like Taiwan because I love Taiwan. Like is not strong enough. It's not a strong enough word. I don't like Taiwan. I go, what? But I love Taiwan. And it's a place that I instantly felt at home. It's given me a career that I love. It's given me lots of wonderful new friends. I love the appeal of just how exotic and traditional, things can be. But, Taiwan is beautiful. It's a beautiful country. And the people, make it beautiful. I meet new and interesting people all the time.
Okay, thank you very much for taking your time to share this touching story with us. Sad, and hope you continue to have full recovery. And anyone who wishes to support, and anyone out there that you can or wish to support, all his links will be in the description below. You can go check them out. Or if you can't check on the links, you can want to leave a comment, or you want to leave any sponsor or any donation on my channel, so that it's gonna reach him here. Okay, and all our prayers be with you, and
Thank you.
You can get all the support you needed. And thank you for giving us your time.
I'm happy to do it.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much for watching, and see you in my next video.
如果你也想成为下一位爆红创作者，请打开下方资讯栏连结，一起来投稿吧。